we're from Riverside, California, super small town. And it's like, my brother moved to LA when he was 18 to become an actor and then got into comedy and, directed. And so he's like multifaceted. My little sister runs owns her own insurance office. Each of like everybody in my family has some sort of business or business dealing. And Ahmed has a huge network of friends and people he knows. And I'll never forget and so do I, but I'll never forget. He's like, oh, give me some of your scrubs. Or actually I'm going to call up, I don't mean to name drop, but Whitney Cummings and Tiffany Haddish. And I want you to send them scrubs. And I thought, okay, but I kind of had like this moment where I just kind of like deflated. Wow. Because I thought my labels are terrible. And I haven't been able to work on new labels because I don't have the money to I have to use the 1,000 labels that I have before I invest in new ones. And he's like, oh, just send it to him. And I'm like, you think it's that easy? Like everything needs to be, if I'm going to, send it to them, like it needs to be in order. It needs to look amazing. And I was embarrassed. And then I had to give myself a real kick in the butt. And I was just like, you know what? Send it. I am a new entrepreneur. I'm a new business owner. Unless somebody hands me $25,000 for new packaging, this is what it is. And until I can work on the packaging, the formula is amazing. So I really had to get out of that perfectionist way of thinking. And I sent it to them. So I first, Whitney Cummings got it, and I was stalking her stories, like trying to see if she posted anything. And again, it wasn't that I expected it. And then it was like 6 months down the line, I get a notification on my phone and it's like, Whitney Cummings posted about Sugar Dynamite. And I went, oh, again. So I went to see it, and here she is in the bathtub. And she wrote, scrubbing all the bad vibes in LA away or something like that. And I thought, oh my God, this was unpaid, organic, like PR, like amazing. So I like quickly did a screen grab record on that. And then, so with Ahmed's network, I've been able to plug and seed Sugar Dynamite to people, but I never expected anyone to post about it or to put it in their stories. Really, it was just like, how do I expand my audience? So it's like more for everyone, no matter who they are. So it's really cool. We network a lot. We're starting to kind of not layer businesses, but I worked a lot with him when I was younger on his I was on his coattails when he started in comedy and stand up. And so we know a lot of the same people, and it's about leveraging our strengths, because what I believe, and I know what Ahmed believes too, is that everyone adds value. And so what is their strength? What is their superpower? And how can we leverage that as a community, not just as a family, but within our friends and our groups and network? And I think that is like a real piece, not a real piece, but a real thing that I love to focus on, again, because I believe everybody has a strength and a superpower. Who is this person and how can I use them? And not use them, but how can I
know what you mean, yeah.
How can I utilize them and what do they need from me? And so it's this reciprocated, great relationship building and networking that just continues.
Yeah, and I think, in the beginning of what you were saying, you hit on something that I know I went through, but I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs go through, where you feel like you're not worthy yet of the potential success. It's like you have this opportunity to get your product in front of somebody who could literally change your business, and you're holding back because you're like, it's not perfect yet. I need to make sure that, like you're saying, the labels are correct. And, in my world of media, okay, our commercials sound exactly right. And, we picked the right, theme song, even though we might change it a month from now. It's like, you want everything to be exactly perfect because we're ingrained to think that you get one shot, at an opportunity with somebody. You have one chance to get that audience. And if you get it wrong, they're never coming back. And I actually still say that to our team because I want us to try to be, perfect on everything that we do. But you still have to let go of the reins a little bit and just, stand on the fact that either in my world of content or in your world that you're creating this product, the product is going to speak for itself, or the content is going to speak for itself. And the packaging that goes around it can always be updated. But if they love the content, they love the product itself, they're going to stick around and maybe even help you figure out how to make that packaging a little bit better. And that's great that you were able to overcome that fear. Because I think a lot of us hold ourselves back from success because we're afraid of stepping out there and taking that chance.
A lot of times a lot of us do it, and I think this is so common across industries, and not even just with having that perfectionist mentality. I look at perfectionism as oppression. It's totally oppressive if we think that things are not ever evolving, or that a lot of these things are variables. They're always going to be changing. So if you don't start, when are you going to start? Just go. Just go. And that's whether you want to be an actor or go back to school, or like, if we sit and wait for things to be right and you have a perfectionist mentality about it, you're never going to start. So I always tell people, just go for it. Do it. What's holding you back? Fear. Fear is made up. What's holding you back? Anxiety. Okay, that's fleeting. That's temporary. Let that go. Just go. And no one's going to come at you and completely tear you down because things aren't right. Just my advice is always, you have to be your biggest fan. You have to champion your own cause, and other people will then follow. Because think about it, people are attracted to joyous, happy, confident people. Right? It's like when people are like always down and out and melancholy and not feeling, it's kind of like, you just like kind of like eventually stray away from those people.
Mm-hmm.
So believe in yourself, and others, you'll start to attract that from other people, regardless of where you're at.